plays in the A-bomb site.
Okay, okay. Alright, cool. Knife round should be going live. Here it is. Oh! Oh, no. Nitro stabbed in the back by his own teammate. Is that Fugly? Oh, jeez.
That was a dread on accident. He's looking around like he doesn't know what he did.
He's like, oh, I'm so sorry, Nitro. Well, that might cost him the round. Who knows? Let's see. They're just going to fight back and forth. And we talked about how important CT side is on Mirage before, but on Cash, it's much more advantageous here. So, throwing his guns at the teammates, maybe see if they auto-pick it up a little bit. But now it's all up to Fugly.
This is doable. I think it was just a couple days on Inferno, player from TSM won a 1-on-5 knife round, so Fugly's just got to find some good battles to take here. It's going to force him into a narrow corridor, but not being the aggressor, he loses out, and that's going to give Denial CT side.
Cool, so Denial takes CT. A little bit of suicide from Fugly there. There we go. Everybody's got to switch out, and again, we'll see the command prompt come up. And what are we looking for from... Oh, little AFK. It's, what are we going to look for here from the Liquid side? Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry. There's a voice in my head telling me things. But I'm expecting another close game. Obviously, these two teams looking evenly matched. Jason highlighted Nitro. I'm going to highlight Sanks again, seeing as to how he fragged pretty much out of his mind that last map. So they'll get ready for pistol, and the match should be starting any second now. So this will be map 2 between Liquid and Denial. And more than likely we'll just see a flat-up just rush towards any site for the Liquid team. If they pick up any Tech 9s, maybe look for the armor buy with that.
Yeah, but this pistol round is going to be... I would expect this to be slow played by Liquid. They usually do play their pistol rounds a little bit slower. A lot of times on this map, you'll see teams very confident, whether it be Tech 9s and Glocks, over towards the B bomb site and hit it very, very quickly. Liquid, when I watch them play, their pistol rounds are a little bit slower paced, but just to make me eat my words, it looks like they're going to go very fast. Actually, there's going to be a CT push here. Automatic peeking into A main is going to hit Daps down to about 43, so they're establishing a little bit of control there. But being pushed back by these Glocks, a very dangerous situation for the counter-terrorist, and here comes the smoke for the execute.
Yeah, straight out of Squeaky they comes. Val's here holding in the site. Can he get this headshot? He gets one, but gets traded out by a Dren. So they're already in this site. The bomb is going to be going down. Automatic can't make his way in, but Sanks and Automatic pick up a big 3K piece, and then Sanks cleans up Fugly, so the bomb defuse comes in, and just like that, that push is just stopped, and another strong start for the Denial side.
Yeah, well, Sanks actually behind that smoke that was thrown in A main. I don't think Liquid knew there were 3 players there. He actually hopped up onto the yellow barrels underneath the juice boxes and just hid behind the smoke. And just like a snake, he laid waiting and then struck when it was most advantageous to him. And he picks up 2 kills in that round. So that attack crumbles. But at least they did get the bomb plant. So if they choose to save here, and it does look like they are not buying armor, just buying some upgraded pistols and smokes, that'll mean there's going to be a 3rd round AK buy for Team Liquid.
And maybe Denial will scout that one out. But, you know, just coming across the Denial side from losses. A P90 for Flow 6, so see if that comes into play. And this time, no stack a day. But there's going to be a quick push from Liquid, so keeping that in mind, how are they going to deal with this from Denial? That nade's going to do quite a bit of damage. Yeah, just absolutely demolishes 3 members of Liquid, and they're going to have to push in with that. Smoke's flashes come in, and here we go. As they scout around all their corners, Sanks is coming up Speedway, so he'll get some shots in the back. But this push from the Liquid side should be halted. We'll see. Valens is doing what he can with the 570, gets traded out himself, and then Fugly, wow, catching Automatic out as he pushes through the smoke, and they might actually get control of this A site, which they do. The question is, can they get the bomb down in time?
Great damage being dealt by Liquid right now, but the bomb is stuck in quad, and it's going to molly off the plant spot. That's going to force Fugly out with red HP.
Nice.
And Nitro, just no opportunity to move, just continuously gets naded and flashbanged, and he eventually goes down. But great damage done by Liquid that round, and that's going to make this a lot nicer, a lot easier of a decision to buy up these AK-47s. It's going to force rebuys out of Denial, and they're going to be very low on their grenades and their kits.
Yeah, the rebuy is really hurting them right now. So, this full buy up from Liquid, like you said, the 3rd round AKs, could be the swing of momentum they need to take the early game back in their favor, but who knows? It's going to be a boost over towards mid. Can they pick off the middle man in Sanks? And, they light him up, but it's not enough to pick up the kill. Liege, in the meantime, takes himself down to 50. And Again, making a bunch of noise.
Yeah, this is a fast play up highway. Nitro looks the wrong way.
No.
Automatic's going to take 2 out. It's a great defense by him. Valen swings out as well, so not as coordinated as Liquid would have liked there, and that highway rush gets stuffed, and now there's just 2 players in A main in a very, very difficult spot. Sanks is going to pop flash over mid for his teammates to kind of push out and secure that area of the map, but the bomb is down at the top of highway, so all the counter-terrorists for Denial are going to be over-geared towards this bomb site and ready for these last 2 players to make their decision.
Can they at least get the entry in? Valens is lit, as well as Sangs. So if they can pick up those 2 quick kills, get the bomb up, this could be a doable situation for the Liquid side, but seeing as how they're outmanned right now, it doesn't seem likely. So they just keep making some noise. They're not walking in just yet, but that nice flashbang to actually come in from that man in back quad, and Sanks makes it easy pickings for the Denial side, but Daps isn't giving it to them for free. He's going to push out. He'll only take 1 with him, and alright, Denial take a quick 3-0. And that's back to the eco for the Liquid side. That was a full buyout.
Yeah, that was really good defense by Denial. They had 1 player at forklift and 1 on top on the balcony of the railings, and they just really coordinated that peak very, very well. Nitro getting dropped very early on, and the A main was so smoked off that Adren and Daps couldn't make their way out to help their teammates. If they were able to get out, they might have been able to take some of those players out for free in the back, but not able to do it, and that's going to be an easy round for Denial to clean up. And
look how Denial just went for a 3-stack towards B. Like, maybe reading the situation of the economy for Liquid, knowing that they're going to be able to flank, they might be desperate to push up. But Liquid are just holding. Not going too fast into their imminent doom. A Molly comes in, they actually push through that damage, Flowsick with Professor Chaos, pick up really easy kills and just sprayed on the rest of them. Adren had no ammo in his clip, and there you go.
Yeah, it's going to be a 4K for Flow6, so nice defense by him on that eco round, and no plant, but it is going to be a buy here for Team Liquid, and starting out slow once again in this first half is Liquid.
I mean, it can't get any better for them. Like, they keep starting so damn strong. But, you know, once Liquid start, you know, adapting their own strategy and making Denial play the way that they wanted to play, that's
they
when the comeback
seemed
starts.
very uncomfortable with that fast mid to highway play last round. They seemed like they really almost didn't want to be doing it, but this round they're going to set up in a little bit more of a default, just covering all their bases for the time being, making sure there's no aggression, spamming through some of the walls, trying to deal some early damage. Sanks is actually pushed up under the boost box, so he's going to be all alone in mid, although there is Flowsick in the vents actually to set up a crossfire and help him out. And that's going to be a tougher Liquid Valence through the door. Oh boy,
nice
that's unfortunate. Nitro trying to play a little bit of a swag roll, gets taken out. So that's going to be tough. Now Liquid Adren is being boosted up. They're going to have to go for mid presence. They're going to have to take some of these players out because it does look like they're geared up to do towards a split towards B.
But Sanks is right there. He's actually going to get flashed. No, he turned around at the perfect time. He'll light himself up with a quick double kill. And then Adren comes in, but Flowsick was covering Sanks, the crossfire, like you said earlier on, coming into effect and saving his teammate's life. It's now Fugly by himself, trying to save an AK, and this round is done. That's 5 in a row for the Denial team. The economy for the side of Liquid right now will put them in another eco.
Yeah, especially without bomb plants, they're going to start getting that bonus money. It's going to come in pretty heavy, but without bomb plants, they're not going to be able to work at 3,500 about on most of these players, so that should be another eco. They might choose to buy the Tech 9 and armor since they know they're going to get a massive amount of money from the bonus next round. They might just try and do some damage, or heaven forbid with those Tech 9s, just make a round of it and take it away and steal one.
Oh boy. Tech 9 Pain Train, this is going to be the surprise way to maybe take the round, like you said. And where's the flat up rush going to be? Going slow seems to not really be working for them right now. Flashes over mid for a little bit of noise, and alright, here we go. Flashes straight in towards this A site. This is going to be the straight rush in. Can Daps lead the way with the taps? As he goes in towards Forklift, he just gets taken down by Valens. These nades did so much damage, so much work coming in, and then Valens looking for the triple. He's going to get caught from the side. Adren gets the kill on the big bomb plant Liquid needed to get some money into the bank, and Nitro's going to try to get something here with this Tech 9, but won't be able to beat the M4. So there you go. Bomb plant was the most important thing. Liquid needed that.
Yeah, that is going to help add. They were going to be able to buy either way. They're going to have massive amounts of money. That 5 rounds losing in a row, that bonus is just going to start getting massive. So the buy is going to help them, and they do pick up an ADVP into the hands of Adren, so that is going to keep things slow. He likes to try and pick things off, and we'll have to see how well Denial's going to be able to manage it. They do have an auto sniper on their side, which can be so deadly on this map. and it looks like he's going to head over towards the A bomb site.
Squeaky spam again, possibly, to keep an eye out for. But for now, Daps is trading out mid and losing horrifically. Put down to 28.
That's not a great battle to take, and he takes a ton of damage without dealing anything in return, so a little bit of a mistake on his part.
Oh, jeez. So, you know, Val's still holding here back towards quad. There's two people in Squeaky that are going to be looking to make some death happen in his way. They also open Squeaky so Adren can try to peek out and get this highway shot. And then Valens spots the leg of Elige, shoots him through the wall, and exposes that they have the auto sniper.
Yeah, Denial looking very prepared on this map so far. Liquid not able to get any kind of an advantage in any of these first 6 rounds. Or 7 rounds if you count this one, and it is going to be that late mid. No, it's not actually. Sorry, that radar confused me. They actually move it up towards A main, but now they come for the boost with that AWP. So it's all going to be up to Adren to see if he can pick off Flowsick or Sanks, who might be peeking from one of these boxes.
I mean, I expect Denial not to peek right now. They're in such a good position, and with only 30 seconds on the clock, too, this bomb is going to have to rush its ass straight into B and get planted. But Professor Chaos with the 4-man there and Flowsick are ready to just hold this one off. He's holding back checkers as well. Flowsick gets the kill into Adren as he pushes on in. They know he's back quad. They're going to try to chase this kill out. Nitro gets blinded by that flashbang, and he just continues to spray, but Flowsick responds, and that's a perfect round.
Yeah, really smart play by Flowsick, just staying alive. First thing out Adren and throwing that pop flash, and that spray from Nitro is just a dead giveaway that he's completely blind, so just waiting it out and then peeking. And everywhere Liquid goes, they've gotten shut down massively in this bank. 4 players over $10,000 on the side of Denial. This is just huge. This could turn into a very, very deadly half for Liquid.
Oh, man. And now Professor Chaos has the AWP, not the AWP, the auto sniper that he'll be bringing over towards the B site. But looks like Liquid, they've changed up the plan a little bit. They're going to be going straight to A. Again, trying to go for another swift A play. There's going to be 2 on highway to block them out. Valens is holding a close corner for the A main push. Right behind that smoke. How are Liquid going to go about this? This seems like impossible right now to break the Denial defense.
Yeah,
boost it up too.
They're just waiting. They're just waiting for the smoke to clear for this execute to come in, and it's going to be very tough. There is actually a 4-player lean over towards that bomb site. Flowsick, the sole player at B, and here comes the execute. This is going to be very tough for Liquid to break into.
The flash is, though, kind of halting the push for a little bit from the side of Liquid. And then Professor Chaos, Valens, automatic. Everybody just picking up a bunch of kills here. He's going to spray through, gets the smoke kill. And then Adren and Fugly, last 2 remaining, but nope. That auto sniper going to make quick work. Fugly peeking out, takes the auto sniper down. And we should see Denial trying to rush to get that one back. Sanks, will he be able to get it? Yes, he will. Okay. 8 in a row. Hot damn. Much better start than they had a Mirage.
Yeah, nothing really doing for him, which is kind of surprising because Elige, Fugly, and Nitro, there should be no lack of fragging ability, but then you look at the kills on the side of Liquid, and it's 3, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Elige with that goose egg at the moment, so they're just having a tough time finding kills, and Denial's esport is like a brick wall at the moment, not able to be penetrated anywhere. And that's what's making it so scary, because on top of not being able to find any success, there's really no window for them to get back into this half, because they're not going to be able to force a save out of Denial anytime soon. Flow6 with 16,000, Professor Chaos with 13,000, 10,000 on automatic, 10,000 on Sanks. I mean, there's just so much money across the board because no kills have been streaming in for Liquid whatsoever.
The fact that, you know, Flow6 still hasn't died yet in 9 rounds.
Yeah, there's that as well. There's that as well.
Jeez. Tough thing to do.
He's playing over at that B bomb site, and they haven't really hit that except for an eco round, so he hasn't really had too much action whatsoever. He got 4 kills on the 3rd round, but aside from that, 4 kills on the other 7, so he's not really being tested whatsoever at B.
So we hit that pause, just waiting for the teams to be ready to go. The eco coming in from Liquid, are they just gonna, like, you know, Tech 9 train again? I don't see a reason not to. They need to, like, get something from Denial.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Right now, this is more than likely. We don't see anyone drop from the surface. This is a tactical pause. Liquid just talking things over, trying to figure out anything they've seen or what they need to do. They need to find some way to scrape together 3 or 4 rounds at least in this half, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble going onto their CT side.
Alright, so pause is resumed. They'll pick up the Tech 9's armor buy, and reading my mind. there we go. They're ready to go, ready to rush in, and maybe make a beeline to the B site. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. They haven't rushed B full up for a few rounds, so why not try again? But they're going to be running into the auto sniper of Professor Chaos. That nade as well he's going to throw in is going to do quite a bit of damage. Oh, jeez! Our Dren just gets a quick dink. Flowsick holding that spot, though, does get taken down. And, okay, they break their way into the site. Maybe this is what they needed. So, they don't get the bomb down just yet. Nitro's trying to make his way in. And we'll get that plant. Okay. The retake is
Valens is coming in on a quick flank, or not quick, but a big flank, and it's going to be out to Fugly to stop this. And Valens isn't going to check his corner, and he is going to get dropped, so this is a promising first round for Liquid here. Not able to do it with guns, but that Tech 9 has been a beautiful thing. This might force just a flat-out save. It is automatic already running away. I'm not sure why Sanks is sticking around.
He's got plenty of money. He doesn't care. He wants those frags.
Yeah, but you don't want to lose a gun for no reason. I mean, that's the way that Liquid can get back into it. Automatic's going to cover his retreat and take on Elige trying to peek in. So they are going to be able to save both those weaponry. Not hurting for money whatsoever, but a good round by Team Liquid. Comes on just a straight B-rush, and part of that was Flowsick. We said he hasn't been tested, perhaps being a little bit overconfident. He was playing in the wide open position at that B bomb site. As soon as his teammate drops, he has nowhere to go.
Professor Chaos didn't get to do anything that round. Like, they gave him the auto sniper, he just got insta-dinked and dead. Like that. he couldn't do anything from his position. Unfortunate for himself, but Liquid got that first round. Worth it in the long run. And maybe they'll start stacking some rounds together. Like you said, they want at least 3 to 4 to feel somewhat comfortable going into the CT side of Cache. And a quick push actually coming out from this B bomb site, and they get a whole bunch of information from that, and maybe even a boost in events, yeah. That could really throw the Liquid side off guard.
Yeah, and it seems like Liquid was aware that they did do this push, and with over 1 minute and 15 seconds left on the clock, it looks like they want to come back towards B and just make sure no one's pushed up. You got to make sure you're not going to be quick flanked if you decide to hit somewhere else on the map. So you do see 4 players geared up to come towards B. Flowsick is in these vents. And they do have Valens just watching the crack, so he'll know if any terrorists are making their way over towards this bomb site. But Liquid they're taking so much time that actually Automatic even pushes up A main, so a lot more information is gathered. You're going to start seeing this rotate over towards B as noise is finally made, but 40 seconds left. Liquid has time to readjust their strategy, so they're pulling this defense in every direction at the moment. It's all up to see if they can find some way to take advantage of it.
So Flash is out mid, they're going to look to go. Elige is there, checking his event, he'll pop it out. They get Flash though, and Flowsick, he might find himself a good spot, yeah, but they end up losing Sanks in the meantime. Daps gets the wall bang on a Flowsick, and from Speedway here, Automatic gets himself a double, no, only finds the 1 kill. The re-peeks out, force him to retreat, and they're going for the B take. Valens holding back sight, he's in these boxes, gonna peek out 1, stops the bomb, he can't get the double though. And now we're at a 2-on-2. Automatic's going to push in.
This round's over.
His corner.
They don't realize the bomb is down and there's only 5 seconds left on the clock, so no matter what happens, they're not going to be able to get this plant. Fugly's going to try and get it down.
Oh.
He's just going to get ended, so nice defense. Very mobile defense from Denial there, and they're able to get over to that B bomb site just in time to stop that attack. So Liquid, they won that eco round. They should be able to buy here again because of winning the eco. Actually, no, their money is very, very low, so they invested a lot into that round there. And they're going to be forced onto a save again.
They needed the plant. Desperately. Like, that's kind of what... Oh.
So Fugly had a lot of money, so he's going to buy armor and AK. Just see Nitro as well actually picks one up. See if they can make any magic happen. See if they can drop something. They don't want to be giving up too many more rounds for free. So they're just going to have an opportunity here to open up the bomb site for the rest of their teammates who just have Tech 9s and P250s.
Daps kind of got tapped himself by Elige at the start of the round, so he's at 64 health himself, albeit with no armor. But they're going for an A take. We'll see. They'll let the pistols go on through. Valens, they don't know his position. They do, actually. They're going to spray him out a little bit. He gets hit, but they don't commit fully to it. Daps coming in, 1 health left, picks up the headshot. And now 4 on 5. These pistols doing some serious work, but not guaranteeing to kill a man on Speedway. And the bomb hasn't made its way into the site just yet. There's still quite a few nades and mollies to be thrown out from Denial's side. Elige is inching his way up. They hear an auto sniper too. They gotta be having some nightmares from that. Flowsick on the flank to an A main, picks up a double. Yes, they close it out, but the bomb plant comes in from Liquid, so they get a little bit of money off that. And with those 2 members that bought up, you know, the economy still doesn't hurt that much, seeing as how they had a little bit of money to throw away.
That was kind of interesting. They sent both the AK-47s into door so that when those pistols did come out A main, they'd be able to try and help cover him on the balcony position and up on highway, but unfortunately Automatic was there with his AWP and he was able to pick one off immediately, and that kind of scared Fugly from being a little bit from being aggressive in that position, even though he kind of needed to be. So Denial handles that very well, and Liquid down 1-10 has got to get some of these last 4 rounds.
Can they pull in a 10-5? I mean, right now it doesn't seem possible. It kind of seems very unlikely. Denial, I'm more so wondering how many more rounds can they stack up to make their T-sign look super easy. We'll have to see after this round. Already a bit of a split, the bomb hanging out. They got one on boost, currently scouting out for mid. And then, oh man, Automatic. Quick wallbang headshot on the Fugly. No pushing to B. Yeah,
Fugly's got to be frustrated because he actually shoulder peeked that multiple times to try and bait out a shot, and Automatic just wasn't looking at that moment. So finding the timing, and this is going to allow Flowsick to actually start flanking now. So you see why the defense is rotating all towards A. It's because Flowsick has so much information. They're going to be in a great position to shut this rush down. Counter Flash is streaming out. Valence and Quad is going to be tested. And an Auto Sniper is going to start joining in as well. And it's a little bit of a massacre here as Senks streams into that bomb site. He's able to take out Daps and Adren, and that's going to end the round. So 11-1 for Denial. Looks like they're in great position to steal back Team Liquid's map.
Yeah. You know, it's pretty interesting to see the picks for both of these teams kind of get reversed. And we're seeing just really strong performances from both teams, but on Cash right now, Denial want to run away with it as much as possible just to vent off some of the frustration from that last map. Seeing as to how Liquid came back so hard there. And, alright, PC has the Auto Sniper back in his hand. They're going to be looking for a bit of a push through. They go through this molly. They do get lit up just a bit, but the Deagle coming in from Fugly. He doesn't check there's a second member vent. Flowsick gets a quick double. Oh man, 3-on-2 situation here. The AWP coming in. Automatic gets the double. And 12-1 in the round. This is just I lack for a better term, just a stomp.
Yeah, well, the fraggers for Team Liquid aren't putting any work in at all, and if you're not winning any of those initial gunfights or the entry battles, what's going to happen is these rotations come in so quick, so they get there and you're at even more of a disadvantage. So those players on Denial are winning everything, and then the rotate comes in and it's basically a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-2 or whatever it might be, but not winning any entry fights from Liquid is putting them at a massive disadvantage in every single strat they try and execute.
Alright, gonna be the A execution here, as they just gotta get something again, gotta get the second, third round, whatever they can put together.
And Liquid's been so beat up throughout this entire half that they're just falling back onto these dry vanilla executes. They're not doing any kind of map control because they don't really have the equipment to make the map control work, and that's just making the defense much easier for Denial, especially with those auto snipers they have. Fugly's going to get an extra kill on the Automatic, so there's a little bit of an opening, but they're going to have to run through this smoke to get into the bomb site. Oh, and Valence is able to wheel his way all the way around. Senks comes around yellow to trade that off as well, so even though they have the bomb site, they can't escape it. They're stuck. All members of Liquid are stuck inside the bomb site, going to make this retake much more easier to handle. Naps is going to get one. Spraying through the smoke as the auto sniper takes one out. Now down to a 2-on-1. Adren has so much work to do, looks the wrong way at the wrong time, and Flowsick's going to take that out, so great management by Denial on that hit.
Yeah, really well played, and the fact that, you know, Professor Chaos was able to listen and get those shots through the smoke. Gave himself a nice double, and this is the last round of the half. Liquid, they need it. They need this. Or we could see just a quick pistol take from the side of Denial, and that's it.
I mean, even getting this round isn't going to be too much solace for Liquid. They're reeling right now. They're against the ropes, and there's really not much more that they can do. Not a really effective first half out of them at all whatsoever.
So flashbangs up mid. They're just going for a straight mid play. They do blind
they
one.
don't clear to their right though. So Senks is going to be able to take one out. Flowsick grabs one as well, and there it is, a 3-on-2. The trades finally go in the favor of Liquid. But Valence is going to have a big role to play. He's pushing up A, so he's already out of A. He's going to be able to flank and deal some damage here.
Maybe deal some damage. We'll see. If they can get that bomb fast enough over to the A site to get the plant down. But Valence is going to be rushing straight into Adren, stops the bomb. They get it spotted out. And the B site player here in Professor Chaos should watch out. Nitro's on his back. And, okay, gets the headshot. He almost missed, but there you go. 1-on-2 situation. Valence Ready to hold. B site is completely open.
Right, and Liquid there in that 3-on-2, they spread out so much, and that was able to allow Valens to take out the bomb carry immediately. Now finally they played a little bit smarter. Fugly just holds an angle, waits for Nitro to meet up with them, and they take the bomb together. Now they're going to have to decide what to do, and Valens as well is going to be a little bit lost. Lets the bomb out of his sight, and now doesn't know where they could possibly be. So he's over towards this B site, but Liquid is making their way over to A, and this is going to be terrible for the chances of Valens to clutch this round out.
I believe he knows now that he's going to have to run to this A site. Which way is he going to choose to go for the approach, though? Looks like it'll be truck, and that's a tough position to make work. Does he have a nade? He's going to throw in that incendiary. I believe it lands in the site. It stops Fugly from planting. He's got to disperse it with a smoke. He's got 5 seconds. This will be enough time to get the bomb down. And a smart play, but good counterplay from Liquid.
Yeah, very quick thinking, and now both are going to be doubled up into quad.
Boost spot? No?
No, they don't want to boost because they don't want to give away the fact that 2 players are there. So it's going to be up to Valens. He's on the railing, just trying to spot ahead. He does jump up and see one, but he gets dinked through the box. That's going to be Nitro taking him out. So there's finally a second round in the last round of that half. It's going to be 13-2. Denial with the beatdown of a first half.
Absolutely insane to think of the turnaround that Denial just had from their Mirage performance. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure if Liquid can make this comeback, but they sure as hell can try.
Yeah. It's gonna be. I really don't have a lot of faith in a Liquid comeback here whatsoever. They just not. It would have been different maybe if 2 more rounds might have been a little bit more manageable. But on top of everything, they just weren't landing shots. They weren't really. They didn't really have a good grasp on what Denial was doing. Denial, both of these maps, despite losing Mirage, they were reading Liquid very well on their CT side. So Denial has looked really, really strong in their defensive halves and the way they're reading their opponent here. And that's a scary thing to go up against.
When you're getting read that hard too, like, it's so discouraging. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. This pistol from Liquid is gonna have to turn into like a 7-round streak if they want to have any chance. Well, here we go. This is gonna be the second half coming in for the second map of the best of 3 between Liquid and Denial.
And we always say the pistol rounds are important, but this one is absolutely crucial for Team Liquid to win. It is necessary.
Woo! Dire situation. We'll see how Liquid deals with this pressure. For now, though, Denial having the reins, free to go where they please. How will they go about this? Looks like I'm following them on the minimap right now, and the bomb will be going towards A main. And with 2 up mid right now. Uh-oh. Can they get this straight? Daps, he gets put down to 9 and loses the battle out to Sanks, but Fugly's there to clean him up in the response. The boost comes in as, oh, nice shot. Fugly going ham in this first round. But the bomb still hasn't been shown just yet. Hanging out back towards A main, and Liquid's approach taking a bit of a, not Liquid, Denial's approach is taking a bit of a break tap.
Yeah, but they do get these smokes out to execute onto A. Nitro's going to be right behind the quad boxes. Flow6 going to try and run through this smoke into the bomb site. He's only got to kill 1, but Adren's right there. He does grab Nitro, but he runs right past Adren to do it. Valens is going to plant on the side of the red box, and despite all the bullets raining in, he's not taken out until after the bomb goes down, but it's a 1-on-3 for automatic. They are low, but Fugly got a 4K in that round, and 2 of those at the end were with only 3 HP, so a nice round from him. He's going to give Team Liquid a little bit of hope moving forward.
He was huge. That sandbags play coming in was insane from him, and the fact that he killed the bomb planter after the bomb had gone down was a nice shot. So he finds himself with a bit of money. M4 is going to come in, and Liquid just need a buy. Just take the buy and defend with as much vigor as possible. Daps picks himself up a UMP2, and it'll be just a straight Tech 9 paint train coming in from Denial as they want to set up for their own buy round on the 3rd round of this half.
Yeah, much like Liquid did. Liquid's got shut down, and they never seem to get on track after that. And it is going to be, once again, that A execute, lining up those smokes right outside the door room. Players are going to stream out into A main, and 4 players are going to come out A main, and there's going to be 1 coming outdoors. So there are the 2 players, Nitro and Fugly, going to guard against this. Fugly's in a very scary spot on top of the red box. He finally drops off. And here come the smokes to execute.
Oh boy. Some good spray coming in from the Liquid side. Fugly picks up one. Fugly gets a second. He's looking for a triple as they just jump straight on into him. And he gets a second 4K. Okay, he's racking up the kills now on the CT side.
To give a little bit of hope for Liquid, their A defense on this map is very good. Fugly and Nitro playing that bomb site are very talented at locking it down. They do a good job of playing behind smokes when those entries come in. It can be very hard to manage the different ways that terrorists can stream into the bomb site, whether it's wrapping around from forklift or climbing over the boxes or simply jumping through smokes into quad. But Fugly and Nitro do a really, really good job at shutting those down.
I mean, this defense just as solid as Denial's, and we could honestly see a comeback. Like, I don't doubt that it'll happen, but I'm kind of skeptical. But that's pretty much the same word anyway. But here we go. They're kind of faking some smokes over at the A site. They're not executing out just yet from the side of Denial, and that'll be automatic pushing through. He got through some of these smokes. Oh boy, he's actually in front of Red Box. They know they don't know. Oh god, he's gonna push in. As he pushes in, though, he just gets taken out by Nitro, no problem, and another plant going to be guaranteed for the Denial side, and another quick wipe comes out.
Yeah, and I think at this point, Liquid's content to give up a plant like that as long as they're not losing members. I mean, they know either way that Denial's going to be able to buy, but they want to make sure that they have money, so if they do start making this comeback, even if they drop 3 or 4 players in a round, they'll be able to drop each other weapons moving forward. And you look at the scoreboard for Liquid, you look at Fugly, 16 and 13, doing some work for his team, but Adren, the next fragger, is only 10 kills, and then it drops off to 7 on Nitro, 6 on Adaps, and 3 onto the new pickup Elige, not feeling quite comfortable with his new roster just yet.
Maybe it's just a map kind of thing, but quick aggressive play coming in from the Liquid side, and then we have Automatic getting that shot. Actually, he missed the shot and got dinked himself. I had thought that hit, but he was blinded by the flash just a little bit. And there's one player over here towards Toxic from the Denial side, kind of keeping Elige just a little bit busy. And again, just slow play from Denial. This doesn't seem to suit them too much. Playing slow on T side, they want to be aggressive, they want to balls out, and guns ho. But that boost up there, Nitro, he's ready for this push. Adren spotting one out in A main. And they're just waiting. Gotta be patient. They need these rounds to stack up on the Liquid side if they want to have any chance of coming back.
Yeah, Nitro's in this boost spot, and he's playing it very smart, not moving at all, and Sanks is actually looking up there. If Nitro were to take a step to his right, he'd be spotted. But he is getting all this information. He hears this noise, and this is going to be an eventual A execute, so you're going to start seeing the defense leaning over towards A. There's that one player on Highway. He's going to come up convincingly. Molotov slows down the attack. But here it comes. Out A main. Adren's going to open up onto Professor Chaos. Sanks is going to check boost, and he's going to take Nitro out. A nice shoulder peek, and it's going to be all up to Adren and Fugly playing in quad and balcony. Glowstick drops Fugly jumping up on the red box, and Adren chimes in, so it's down to a 3-on-3. This bomb is going to get planted. It's going to be up to a retake here for Liquid.
They need this round. Adren's going to be leading the charge here. He's going towards Forklift, checking. Oh, he sees Sanks' gun. Picks off Sanks. We got Elige finding Valens, and the last man standing here in Automatic with an AWP. Gonna find one over here towards Forklift. That gives up his position, though. He's stuck with 27 health, and he goes down, and Liquid keeping it alive, man.
Yeah, and Adren, the experience on Adren just carrying that through that round, through that difficult time as they were losing players in the A site. Nitro not able to get anything going on that boost, but Adren staying calm and collected on top of the balcony. He's able to take them down and trade those frags out and even spearhead the retake. So he's going to pick up a free AWP as well, and that's $8,800 in the bank for him. That's good news for Liquid, but those 2 bomb plants that Denial got on the third round and on that past round, it's going to allow them to buy up here again.
Alright, so they do have Galils, though. It's not like a full buy, if anything. They're going to have some nades, too, to work with. Bomb dropped out mid, and they do have mid control. Nobody peeking out from the Liquid side. They're playing this as passively as possible. If they need to give up mid, they will. And just focus on controlling the sites instead. The question is, where does Denial want to look to go? Where do they feel the most comfortable trying to push in? They haven't pushed B for quite some time. A pop flash comes in. Oh, a little bit of team damage there. Fugly's looking a little jumpy right now.
Yeah, but they have a great chance to overwhelm this B bomb site. There's no rotators anywhere near for Liquid, so it's going to be all up to Elige. He's been having a tough match at this headshot angle. He's going to spray one down through the smoke. Quickly try and reload. Professor Chaos is going to trade one out, and there it goes. It's a 3-on-3, 2-for-2 trade to enter the bomb site. Adren finally chimes in with that AWP from CT Spawn. through the choke point. One has made it into the bomb site. The plant's going to go down. Adren gets aggressive with the Tech 9, not able to drop, so it's down to this 2-on-2. It's going to be up to Nitro and Fugly. This is where Nitro excels on these retakes. He's been so good at it in the past. He's waiting for Automatic to slip up and peek, but Automatic's just going to take a really tight angle to see who rotates over past that headshot box. A pop flash from Fugly is going to let Nitro work his way in. Is he able to find flow stick? He is. So it is going to be a 2-on-1 now. Automatic stuck in checkers. The bomb is planted for him.
Nice.
But he gets taken out by Fugly, so there's a good retake for Team Liquid there. And the AWP is going to get salvaged as well. But all that bank on the side of Elysian Adren is going to allow them to drop any weaponry they might need.
That was a very, very tight match for Liquid, or round for Liquid. So, let's see, 7 of 13 in the rounds. They need to keep them going. They're slowly building up momentum. Denial side, though, with those plants, do you give them money? They're going to be able to pick the AKs and, jeez. Are we going to see another miracle comeback from the Liquid side? It feels like we might. They haven't lost a round just yet. And on the back of Fugly and Nitro's amazing plays, they're really, really doing well. Then Adren, too, like you said, his veteran leadership.
Here's the scary thing is Denial's able to get these plants, so suffering through these losses with the plants is allowing them to keep rebuying and have a lot of utility to work with. Oh, nice pop flash by Liquid allows Nitro to sneak in and get that opening kill onto Sanks. Finally, some proactive play from Liquid on this map, looking good right now, but like I was saying, those repeated bomb plants going to let them buy through the losses so that they can eventually work their way up to that buying bonus, which they are in at the moment. So you're getting the bonus in all these bomb plants is going to let them get the kills and try and start chipping away at this economy of Liquid. They have a lot of rounds to work with here, but they've got to start winning some of those situationals.
Pushing on in, though, towards this A site right now. The bomb is going towards B. It's a bit of a distraction that should be sold. A little bit. No over-rotations, though, from the Liquid side. They don't see the bomb, and they just clean this up. No problem. Just the trust in the Liquid team right now. Fugly takes down Valen, and the bomb goes out mid. They boost him back up, and he's good to go. I didn't boost him back up, but he just walked back A main, or mid main, and they go Speedway. So flashing their way in. Nitro still back quad. They peek. They get the headshot. Adren is dead, and now Fugly holding on again. Can he get the triple? No. Woo. I mean, the 4K, but last man lit. Automatic with 6 health. Gets caught from DAP. Oh, man.
That round from Fugly. Adren actually bullied his way into that position to have the op on it. Gets dropped immediately, but Fugly with only red HP, I think he was at 3, manages to pop off 2 very quick and very nice clean headshots. Saves the round for Liquid. And that round, Denial doesn't get the bomb plant, so they're going to be forced onto a save. They are going to armor buy Tech 9s because they know with the money bonus they'll be able to buy next round no matter what happens, but it'll be up to Team Liquid to manage this eco round, which we've seen has been so scary throughout this matchup.
Tech 9 head armor coming in. The Pain Train, the Rec 9s, looking to go. Only thing is, Denial got to sit back again. Kind of making some noise for Squeaky here. Professor Chaos, again, trying to peek out, and he's going to get opt. Adren finds the shot. They're going to push through. Tech 9s, can they make this work? One blind, though. He's pushing into a molly. He's got to be very careful, but Nitro holding his spot, peeking back out. He's down to 23. Valence will clean him up. 2-on-1 again. Another situation, but no bomb down for the Denial side. And Elige on the flank picks it up. And we're just 4 rounds away from seeing a very close game. A tied game at that. It's already close.
This is looking great for Liquid, especially with Nitro anchoring the A bomb site like that. That was very scary with those Tech 9s just streaming into the bomb site. He manages it very, very well. It's like you said, 9-13 in the favor of Denial, but Liquid have not dropped around in this second half quite yet. Their defense looking just as strong as Denial's.
Ah, yeah. Just give them a taste of their own medicine. So, as we peek out here, Automatic going to find a spot and know that Daps is actually stuck here by sandbags. They're going to molly him off, too, try to force him out. He burns alive a little bit, and he gets the kill through the flash. No, he lights up 2 members, though, from the Denial side. And this is the first time they've had a bit of a lead. But Adren ties it back up, taking down Valens. Jesus. He's going to get the headshot, too! Nice shot.
Adren has really, really picked it up this second half, bailing him out of a lot of rounds, and there he is again, giving them a man advantage going forward.
Insane.
No ground gained by Denial.
Jeez. When you think they have a little bit, the Liquid side just sweep the rug out from underneath them. So we're in the 4-on-3. Denial still having that bomb back towards A. Looking for pushes. They want something. They need to get some kind of advantage for themselves or even it up in terms of man count. But it's not going to happen. Liquid holding. Not going to push. Learn their lessons.
And Nitro is going to be put to the test again. He's been very effective at holding this site. He's over in the corner, right by the fence, so they are going to smoke off to hit into this bomb site. He needs to be careful not to get flashed as this execute comes in. Fugly's going to join him for a crossfire in the site. Nitro takes out the first one. Fugly chimes in, and Nitro gets the third. So those two players shut down that late attack. Liquid holds strong once again for a 10th round.
Adren and Nitro, Fugly's holds as well. Jeez, everybody's looking good now. Elige, he's struggling a little bit at 7-2 and 16. Daps as well at 8-3 and 17, but well, I gotta say.
Yeah, Elige had, 2 kills after the first half, so he's got 5 in the second half. Having a tough match, but they really haven't tested him much at that B bomb site. And with the way that Liquid's been playing over at A, he hasn't really had to come in and chime in with too many frags, so that might be something that Denial needs to look at, how he's been having a weak game, for him. That why aren't they attacking him more? Why aren't they trying to exploit the fact that he's not feeling it right now?
The only thing is that they never see him, they can't exploit him. So, I mean, he just hides. That's all he's got to do.
And Liquid's doing it very differently. Denial on their defense was very aggressive, pushed up, and surprised with a lot of flanks. And here we see Nitro as his execute's going to come in. He's on the boost spot again. He does get extremely blind. He's got to be careful.
He's ready.
Swings out and checks it. Pre-fires the corner. He's got to get back. He's got to drop off that. He's been spotted out, and he does. He's going to get back behind the smoke, so it's going to be him and Fugly. Adren chimes in with that AWP as well. Still on fire. He does get dropped, so Nitro's got to come huge, overextends himself, and Fugly's going to chime in with 1. He's going to grab 2. If he peeks out, there is a low player. He swaps out for an AK-47. Tries to retreat back. Does get his 3rd of the round. Fugly holding very strong onto this A bomb site. Down to a 1-on-2 flow stick. Going to Molotov the corner. He's going to be pushed out by a molly of his own, but Elige is going to pick up a nice headshot. And that round got a little bit crazy there, but Fugly with a massive hold on that A bomb site comes up huge for Liquid.
The fact that he got that triple astounds me. Automatic pushing him 2 at low health was just a more fortunate situation, and it doesn't get any better than that. Liquid, they're making the comeback, 11-13 in the rounds. Eco going to be coming out here from the Denial side. Some Technet armor picked up, but it's just going to be a straight B rush. This is Elige's time to shine. He's by himself, solo. Can he make this work? He's going to hear the steps coming in. No, actually, they're walking up. Oh, God, this could go horrifically wrong for him right now.
Well, he does have Daps. Yeah, Daps finally got over there to cover him, and that's going to be huge. Daps armed with that Colt. He's got a Molotov as well, so if these smokes start coming in, he'll be able to molly off that choke point.
Well, let's see. They're holding it off. Flashbangs come in. They're checking the corners. Elige's ready. He's going to peek out. He gets 1. Can he get the 2nd? No, it doesn't look like he can. He's going to fall to the Tech 9 pain train of Valid. But Fugly is there. They rotate on in. That molly's stopping Flowstick from getting out and pushing through. He burns anyway. A little bit of mistiming from him. That's the bomb down while Val's over here in mid. Trying to tap away. Can he get Nitro? No. He retreats back to sandbags.
They're gonna go for this kill here. Nitro's the only player there, and they do stream down over the rooftop onto him, so they do get a Colt to work with here.
But will that be enough to win the round? I don't think so. Valance has put the 36, and Automatic, I believe he's saving this gun over to his truck. So
no, he's going to try and wrap around.
Really?
Here. They're going to go for this. Adren's playing it smart, though. He's just hiding an angle that he can't be seen from that far away.
Okay. Valance the snake. Uh-oh, he's dead. Nice.
Caught that one. Adren's going to sneak out, and he's going to grab Automatic, so that ends that idea. 12-13 now. Having a flawless half so far is Team Liquid, and just when we started counting them out, I didn't think it was going to happen. They came alive once again in the second half, just like they did on Mirage, and they've started to win all their gunfights. Fugly and Adren especially. Fugly had that good first half as well with, I believe it was 16 kills or so, but... Or no, not in the first half, excuse me. That's not correct.
Yeah, that's not him.
But Fugly and Adren combining at the bomb site, nice. Shut a lot of things down, and Adren's going to start off here with an opening op shot onto Sank, so 5-on-4 advantage already.
And a good nade out to Valance too. Like the stars are just aligning for Liquid right now. So we'll see. Fugly gets the incendiary out too between the smoke. As the peaks come in, he gets a kill while flashed. He's got to go back and reload. Nitro's holding off his back quad too, and oh no! Professor Castle's full blind shooting the wall. And now it's a 2-on-5 situation, and Valance put the 1. Oh, this round is done. It'll be a tie. It'll be a tie. Liquid have made this comeback happen.
Yeah, Denial have got to be, kicking themselves right now for letting this comeback occur, but it is going to be 13-13, and maybe it's their turn to pause the game. They need to find some way to get 3 rounds and it's not looking very likely. That combination of Nitro and Fugly and A bomb site has just been devastating to all their attacks.
Woo! So, tie game for the first time this set, and Liquid coming off a 13-2. Now, taking 11 rounds in a row. Just going absolutely insane. And we're going to see the full AK buy coming from Denial. How are they going to play this? They have plenty of nades to execute and say if they want to, but they just can't break through Nitro and Fugly. It seems like that duo is just playing so well together.
Well, and with the way the economy and the win streak has been going on, you see there's 4 Molotovs in the hands of Team Liquid at the moment. So all these attacks, if Denial Esports doesn't try and make some kind of gradual pressure anywhere, if they don't force these Molotovs to be used early on, when they do decide to execute onto a bomb site, they're going to be running through fire and flashbangs everywhere.
Okay, with the position of the bomb too, you know, over towards mid, it's giving them a lot of flexibility. If they can find a pick, go towards that side. But for now, nothing. Liquid not peeking, not giving them an inch. Adren looking through the gap of that smoke, finds Valen's toes, shoots them out, and picks up the first frag of the round. And are Liquid gonna really take this lead back?
And that's another round that Adren has given them the lead. So I talked about a Mirage. He wasn't really a shutdown opper. He's looking like it at the moment. Daps pushed up over towards the T side. He's going to drop Sanks, who doesn't clear the corner. Flow 6 turn. He's going to get damage dealt, but he's not going to get dropped. Adren is there. But they're all outside the bomb site there, so they might be able to make their way in. Alish up top looks like he wants to get aggressive. He does spot Automatic out in the entrance, and Flowsick drops him from below.
Good shot.
But Nitro's on a quick flank, and they're aware of it. Automatic coming back, going to drop him quickly. He's going to drop Fugly as well, so this is looking really good for Denial in the first round of the half. It's going to put him up 14-13. So good round from Denial despite everything. Liquid looked like they had a good spot, but only Daps really pushed up in that B main. Left the bomb site very weak on defense, and they were able to take him out.
Woo! Denial showing some signs of life at the near end of this game. Now we get an ult picked up for Sanks too. This is the first time he's picked it up this entire half. He's been able to get that bit of money scrounged up together. It's a little bit of a piggy bank savings.
You want to talk about the importance of this round, though. That first win, that's going to reset the money for Denial.
Yep.
So if they don't win this one, they're going to be giving Liquid 14 rounds with no economy to work with.
Let's see. I mean, I'm getting hyped. Like, I didn't think this comeback. I thought we were going to be on freaking Inferno already. But no, bringing it into the long haul. Adren ready to peek out. Some flashes coming in for a little bit of a distraction for Alish. It's only the one man over there towards Toxic. And alright, now I'm going to go for the slow play. The bomb is still towards A main. Some noise being made. Some sprays soon towards that typical forklift spot. But again, just holding. Playing back. Liquid know the importance of this round. They know that the Denial's economy has been reset, like you said. And if they can get this, they might just be able to close it out from there.
And it looks like they're going to just go back to what worked for them to get that first round after an initial period of just a default spread-out strategy. They're going to go back towards this mid-B split, and that's a perfect decision because Liquid's defense is the rotations are nowhere near the B bomb site. It's just going to be these two players, Alish and Daps, to make it work.
Well, here we go. They're swarming in. Already in checkers a little bit. We got the first kill coming in. Alish finds Sanks, but they trade him back out. A burn kill coming in as well from the Incendiary. And they're already in towards this A site, but the Molly's holding off a little bit. They get a smoke across. They get lit while they jump across, and then the burn from Nitro picks up the kill. The bomb is dropped towards that generator, and Adren, he hears him pick it up. He finds the flick. No. But will he burn?
That Molly's going to burn him. He's not going to be able to... Oh, he does get the bomb down.
Oh,
Molly.
crap.
Oh, Lord, that just barely misses him. That's so unfortunate for
you
Team
serious?
Liquid. He's going to hop up and get dropped by Adren anyway, so 1-on-2 for Automatic. Automatic over towards main, low HP.
Oh my god!
Just keeps getting tagged down just little by little, but
These checkers, he's
a
pushing
lot of
up.
work to do.
Can they get this defused, though? They're going to look to 2 versus 1 this. Fugly knows the position, and they should be getting this call. Adren sticking it. Yeah, there we go. Good. So, the Liquid side tied up to the wire. Again. Are you kidding me? Woo.
Yeah, but they have a really tough decision to make here, and I'm assuming they're going to save this round or maybe buy Tech 9 and armor and give up that tie point. But they're more than likely want to save to give themselves a real shot at bringing this into overtime instead of squandering, a light buy and giving away the entire match. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Just Tech 9s and 2 players with armor. They're going to try and make something happen out of that and just play for overtime.
If they do make something happen out of that, I'm going to be very, very impressed. And, let's see. Just straight A main. Noise being made. Oh, actually, whoa, they're burning through the ceiling? What? Oh, okay. That worked. I did not know that would happen. And then nade damage coming in too, and Liquid's just looking to make this a very quick round. And Denial are going to have to play for the tie. Another nade coming in. They're just burning a lot. Fugly finds one. They push in. They know that this is the end. Might possibly. Nitro finds Professor Chaos, and then Flowsick. Yeah, he's dead.
I'm very surprised that they went back towards A on this round. Like, that A has been shut down this whole half. They've barely been penetrating that defense, so to go back there on a round like that is just crazy. And look at Fugly, 32 and 17. Putting his team on his back, making this comeback work. He's been an absolute beast.
Like 3 kills?
No, I don't even know. No, it was more. He was top fragging in that first half. I think he had around like 10 or 11 or so. Jeez. He was the only one really doing any kind of fragging whatsoever for his team on that abysmal terrace half they had. But even now, he's just stepped it up even more.
So this is it. Do or die time for Denial. As they come in, they already have one Tech 9 too for Professor Chaos. He does not have an AK. And Denial, they gotta pull out all the stops here. Some nade damage comes in. Professor Chaos eats that one up just a little bit. Nitro's covering the position with an AWP. They have a 2-op setup coming in from Liquid. And they positioned one of the ops mid too for a Dren. So he was covering boost. Doesn't see anything. The call should be pretty simple for them. Just keep holding their spots, do what they've been doing. It's so tough to see how this is gonna go.
And it looks like, once again, it looks like they're going back towards this A bomb site, and it's just so confusing. They haven't done anything there. But, although oddly enough, this round, Nitro isn't part of the A defense. It's Daps over here in quad. So that might be a little bit of a saving grace for it. Daps is trying to find a crack in this smoke, and better be careful what he wished for. Sanks is going to stream out and get a nice headshot onto him. Now Fugly and Quad is going to get dropped by Sanks as well, so an odd switch in the defense is not productive whatsoever. Nitro over towards B. It's going to be a 3-on-5 retake.
Ooh, and Professor Chaos gets himself a gun too. Let's see, nades to come in. A Dren finds the first shot there onto automatic. There's 2 holding an A main. Actually, there's one right by... Oh, forklift! Can they get this kill? He pulls up the CZ, a Dren tapping away. He's 1-on-2. Can't do it, and we're going to see OT.
That is absolutely insane. I'm... Just, the decision to go A by Denial, first of all, in my opinion, is just terrible the way it had been going the entire half. And then the decision of Liquid, for whatever reason, to bring Nitro out of A, where he's just been an anchor together with Fugly. They were just dominating that site. Both of those decisions for both teams is just mind-blowing, and that's crazy. So we are going to have overtime here, and what a comeback by Liquid in that second half, despite that poor decision in the last round. They were absolute beasts throughout their defensive half.
And we get to see that defensive half still for a bit. They don't switch over just yet. So it's going to be 3-round 10K. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. We're underway. The Dren picks up the op again. And they're going to go back to their same positions, keeping Nitro and Fugly over at A. Do not split that duo up right now. It is not going to work. So, Valen's over here making some noise. No one goes up boost spot. Do not want to fight against the Dren. And they're doing pretty much the same thing that won to the last round here. Sanks is going to push up, and Nitro, an uncharacteristic push and squeaky.
Well, he did that pop flash push that they did earlier that got him an entry frag onto Sanks in regulation, and Sanks might have remembered it a little bit that round because he seemed prepared. He was playing much farther back, and he's able to take out Nitro, so backfires a little bit. Now Fugly's aggressive, but Adren is going to chime in and grab Sanks. He's going to trade that off, so down to a 4-on-4.
Pop flash comes in. Elige wants to peek out mid. They have an idea that there's 1 or 2 over here still towards the A site. The bomb hasn't been picked up and, skirted over to where it wants to go just yet. 40 seconds on the clock too, so they're kind of whittling this one down just a bit. They got to be careful with their time, and Valen's here looking for that B pick. He's hovering that headshot spot. Will he see Elige though when he peeks out from CT? There it is. Goes for the quick flick, gets the shot. Elige had only 25 health left too. Valens had put some serious work into that, and that's just a quick swarm in towards this B bomb site. How is this hold going to come in from
nice
Daps? He got the double.
From Daps. Nice pop flash, and he's got to work his way around this
The triple?
box. He's trying to hang on to the defense. He does grab the triple. That's the bomb. Now he grabs a quad. Daps comes up huge in overtime in that first round. What a hold from Daps there. So all the players from Team Liquid chiming in.
Jeez, everybody's stepping up here. Insane that worked out. Well, Liquid take a lead in OT for the first round, and
And Dap's
I
not the
didn't
kind
think
of
that was gonna
player you
happen.
expect to make those plays, to be a lockdown defender in a 1-on-4 situation, and that was the perfect time for him to do it.
That was indeed the time to shine. All the action caught on stream, and jeez, that's gotta be such a crushing blow to Denial. They had him mollied twice too, and they threw out those nades, and still wasn't enough to kill him. And he was fighting on bare bones health. Fugly here though finds a spray through the door, and then gets responded to by Flowsick, and nice little 1-for-1 trade. But Denial, they're looking to move. They're going in. They're going towards this A site. The bomb has been pushed up A main, and the smoke's gonna rain on in.
Yeah, and Fugly has found a crack in the smoke, but he's going to have to hold on to this bomb site. He's about to get entirely smoked off, and for some reason he just gave it up. Alicia's going to stream in instead.
Okay.
And Fugly are going to combine, and Alicia's going to take down one. Fugly not able to connect the shots. He's getting sprayed through the smoke, but he manages to get out. He's going to take out Flowsick at yellow, so nice movement by him. And he grabs another one onto Valence, so quickly down to a 1-on-3. It's just down to Professor Chaos to work some of his own magic, but Fugly drops him as well.
Another
so
4K.
Fugly with 36 frags in this match and another 4K. He's had many of those in this map. He's coming up huge repeatedly for his team, and once again, that A bomb site is just shut down.
I believe that's like his 4th or 5th 4K, so he is looking good. If he drops 40 kills in this map, like that's nice. And he's 36 and 18. He's still got a 2 KDA. Look at him go. Well, Denial, what are you gonna do? This is the last round of their T-hat. If they can pick the round up and win out from there, take out Liquid to the 3rd map.
And actually, look at Nitro. He's pushed up. He
Good
self-boosts
boost.
over. He dinks Flowsick down to 10, but Flowsick ready for it. Drops him with the Galil. So that's going to be a little bit of a gap in the defense. You see Adren was forced to rotate away from mid, and that's the exact control that Denial got. Bursts out mid, and that AWP is going to come up huge. He misses the shot. Alicia grabs one over towards B. But Adren's still taking these shots. He tags one through the box. Fugly and Alicia are just still dropping everything, and Daps chimes in as well, and Daps grabs the second one, so that's going to be a 3-0 overtime in that first half. And that's so important with the way these terrace halves have gone.
So well played from the Liquid side. Denial keep trying to break through, and it just doesn't work. And Alicia, too, in a very precarious spot. Like, he had pushed his own smoke, and he got passed by one of the other teammates. Not his teammate, but the enemies in Denial. Picked the kill anyway.
He's probably so frustrated from not getting any attention over at that B bomb site that he's just like, alright, screw it. I'm just going to start pushing my own smokes. I need to see someone. I need to kill something.
You gotta think he's the bottom fragger right now. So, is he? I believe he is. We'll see when it updates on the scoreboard, but either way, we'll hit this half, and Liquid just need one and it's done. One and done for them. That's what they gotta be thinking. Jeez, and Fugly, like, just stepping up huge in this matchup. I can't stop highlighting it. Like, it's just insane. But we got Professor Chaos with the auto sniper coming. That's a huge investment. They know it's potentially their last round, and they're gonna make the best of what they got and send that auto sniper towards B.
That's a scary investment though, because even if they win this and they happen to lose a lot of weapons, including that auto sniper and AWP, I mean, that's going to allow
that nade. Holy crap!
It's going to allow Liquid to whittle down their economy, even at just these 3 short overtime rounds.
A good nade coming in out there from the 3-man and Valen does light up quite a few of the members from Liquid. And they're just laying this one out. They're ready to execute. They're kind of crouching their way up right now. Nitro's going to open up squeaky door. Smoke response comes in from Valens. He's got to hold this quad spot. And then the other guys are rotating from truck and highway. So the flashbangs come in. Nitro's going to push the smoke, it seems like. Here come the mollies and everything. As he goes in, doesn't spot anybody quad. He's looking to check all his angles. Sanks is holding on. In sight. We got Automatic picking up an off shot. And then Sanks pushes. He takes out a Dren. He's got the full flank. Valens is inside as well. And, oh my god. Denial holding. Not losing a single member either. Like you said, it was a very big investment from them. And they couldn't afford to lose anything.
Yeah, and they didn't. And that was perfect. But Liquid, with that execution, they throw their smokes, they throw their flashes and their Molotovs, and they waited. They didn't actually attack the bomb site for quite some time, so the flashbangs had all worn out. The Denial Esports players were given time to relocate outside of the fire and find up good angles, and that's exactly what happened. And you see a pretty solid team effort across the board for Denial, while you have Fugly with 37 and Adren with 26 on Liquid. All 5 Denial Esports members are within the 20s in terms of frags.
Alright, so some flashes coming in again. Val's gonna just smoke off A main, and we're back to the split positions. A little bit of spray from the door. Connects in, get on 94, but the position. How is this gonna work for Liquid? I mean, they had such a strong CT. Are both these teams just very CT favored? Or CT, just players in general on cap?
I wouldn't, not this much at least, and this is actually very surprising, and even more surprising is Daps with the op, trying to go for this double op setup. He gets an opening pick over towards B. That's going to leave the sole defender there as Flowsick underneath the vents.
Oh, Valence is going to push with this flashbang. He does get some full blind members, but he can't pick up a kill because he was so blind himself. Nitro pushes out a Squeaky and Trent finds the op shot onto Sangs. Elige, he's checking his corners, picks up the kill into Val. It's going to be a 4-on-2 situation. Flowsick and Professor Chaos gonna have to hold this one out. Or just try to retake. The bomb should be going down any second. And the retake is on for their lives in this set. If Liquid take this, that's it. It's 2-0, one and done. They get the molly out. Flowsick takes down one. Holding off here towards Squeaky. Faking the defuse right now. It's gonna force some attention. He goes for a second defuse as well, but picks up a kill. His teammate in PC is dead though. Flowsick here has the AK. He gets nothing.